Okay, this is a reaction video. This is from Go Explore Matt. Please click like, share, and subscribe for him as well as for me. How to apply for the UK ETA for 2025 travel. Now, this is something I discovered accidentally. They, I forget which channel I was looking at. They mentioned something about an ETA, which I did not know anything about, but I downloaded the app onto my phone, and I sent it in with my passport and everything, information, and I just got permission to travel. But this is how to apply for a UK ETA for 2025 travel. Now, I'll explain more if I fill in the gaps of what he says, if he doesn't fill in all the gaps.
Do you plan on traveling to the UK in 2025? If you do, you clicked on the right video, because in today's video, I'm going to explain to you all the information you need to know about the new ETA that the UK is imposing on Canadians, Americans, Australians, and Mexicans, and so many more foreign nationals.
Yeah, in the past, I believe you just bought a ticket, you just went there with your passport, they signed, just like when I went to Germany, passed it in, you're good to go. I think in Europe they also have something going on here, but now you have to apply for a UK ETA, and I have done that and I've been approved.
In 2025. In this video, I'm also going to be walking you through all the steps to apply for this ETA. So if you can, I would really appreciate it if you could subscribe to the channel as a thank you from you to me. But without further ado, let's get right into it. So starting January 8th, 2025, people from Mexico, United States, Canada, Australia, and the following.
Yeah, it looks like you have a bunch of countries here: Antigua and Barbuda, Argentina, Australia, Bahamas, Barbados, and so forth, Malaysia, Maldives, Marshall Islands, Tonga, USA, Uruguay, Nicaragua, New Zealand. You have to apply for these things. And then again, the way I did it was I downloaded the app onto my phone and did it that way.
Countries I have on screen will need to apply for an ETA if they wish to enter the UK. People from other countries in Europe, including Italy, France, Belgium, Germany, they will also need to apply for this ETA. So they're applying it first on people from North America and Latin America, and then later applying these rules to people from other parts of.
And I don't know if he's going to say this or not, but it's good for 2 years. So once you make the application, you're good for 2 years. So it's good through 2026, 2020. No, wait, a year, 2 years. I forget how long, because it says, I believe it said like 2026, but that's a year. Well, we'll find out.
Of Europe. Now, some information I want to share with you about the ETA.
Yeah, it's 2 years, or 2-year passport expires. My passport expires on 2026, so next year. So I'll have to get a new passport, and then if I want to go back to the British, I'll have to reapply.
It does last 2 years, or whenever your passport expires, whichever comes sooner. You can also travel to the UK as many times as you want, as long as the ETA is still valid. And the price of the ETA is £10 per person.
It was like $12 and change for me to apply.
Now, there's 2 ways you can apply for the ETA. You can apply on the website, which I will link down below, and you can also apply using the UK ETA app, which is available on the Google Play Store and Apple App Store. Now, the
yeah, I did that. That's how I did it.
logo for the app looks like this, and it just says UK ETA as the name for the app, just to make sure you download the right one. So when it comes to using the website or the app to apply, after doing a lot of research, I found out that the app is actually a lot easier to use to apply for this visa. So my instructions and how I'm going to show you how to do it, I'm going to be using the app, and I recommend you use the app as well. Now, there is 2 things you're going to need to apply. The first thing is a valid passport, and the second thing is a method of payment. So I have a Visa card here. You can also use Apple.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I had, my passport and a card. He has a Canadian passport, I have an American passport.
Apple Pay or Android Pay if you have that on your phone. So after you have your payment and your passport ready, I want you to open the app. Okay, now we are ready to apply for the ETA. So what I need you to do is grab your phone, go on and open the ETA UK app. There it is right there. Once it's open, You're going to start
It's really self-explanatory. Even though he's telling you how to do it, it really is very easy to use and very easy to set up.
the process by entering your email address. They need this email address so they can send you the confirmation once you are done. Or if you have any communication problems while you are applying, you can enter your email and re-log in to continue the session. Now, after you submit your email, it's going to ask you to take a photo of your passport. So you're just going to need to open up your passport and make sure you can take a clear, legible photo with your phone. Once you're done taking a photo of your passport, I do want to mention, if you do have the passport that has the chip card,
Yeah, that's one thing it asks. If it has the biometric chip passport, then you can just put the. It's much easier to do it that way.
you're going to need to take a photo of that chip as well. Hold your phone super close up to that chip, pin it down, it will make a beep, and it will scan that chip, and it will send it to the UK ETA visa office to verify your passport. That is another step. If your passport doesn't have the chip, I think just the photo that you took earlier should be good enough to get this step done. Okay, so once you're done submitting your passport information, the app is going to ask you to take a selfie of yourself. So you're just going to hold your camera out like you regularly would for a selfie, look directly at it, no smiling, boom, and take the photo and submit that as well on the app.
Because that's how they verify it's you and not somebody else on the passport. Because my passport expires next year, so I'm gonna have to get another passport. But it's how they verify it's you.
Application. So after you submitted your passport details and taken your photo to prove your identity, next up, it's going to ask you a bunch of basic questions about yourself. Answer as truthfully and accurately as possible.
Well, they ask you questions like, "Are you part of a are you a terrorist?" Basically, they don't want to know if you're planning on disrupting things in the UK. Or those are basically what they are. Are you a terrorist? If you answer no, do you have a job? Yeah, the thing is, do you have a job, and things like that. But it's really very simple, very easy to answer questions.
After you submitted those questions, you're going to be on to the final step, which is payment. You're going to need to pay 10 British pounds to submit your application. As said earlier in the video, they do take Visa, credit card, MasterCard, Android Pay, Apple Pay. Those are all accepted payments. After you pay, you should get an email back within 1 to 3 days letting you know if your ETA has been approved. And if it has been approved, get your bags packed and ready because you're going to be on your way to the UK with your brand new ETA. And just like that, pretty easy to do. I hope my video helped you out a lot because I know for some people, like I said, it's super confusing. I wanted to make this to make it easy and simple for you to apply.
Yeah, it's very easy to do. It's not that difficult. But it is something that I found out by accident. I was not aware that you had to do it until I just found out, but I got it taken care of. I'm now cleared to go to the UK. I'm ready to go with my ETA. But, this is how to apply for UK ETA in 2025. I just hope to fill in gaps that he may have overlooked, but it looks like he got it pretty good. Please click like, share, and subscribe for him as well as for me, and have a good rest of your day. Thanks for watching.